this is Cleo. We're going to be doing Cleo's haircut today. Through consultation, she's wanting to start to work on growing out part of her hair, but seeing a little bit of asymmetry. So we want to get this side a lot tighter coming into her length over here. So we'll see you in a minute. So we are back, and I have Cleo sectioned off. So I went through and got her parted on her lighter side. We're going to start at the higher section and then going around to the lower section on the side where we're wanting to maintain our length. I'm going to take about an inch band out right along her face because I want to be able to do some rough connected fringier pieces right around her face. And I'm going to start with my first section. An inch back from her hairline and doing diagonal back. So I'm holding that section out 90 degrees from the head, but angling my fingers down at 45. And this is going to be a traveling guide. So I'm taking some of my guide to my next section. So once I get past the ear, I'm going to start to incorporate my diagonal sections to the section behind her. Around her ear so I can start to see that shape come to life. So at this point I'm hitting Cleo's maxoid, and I'm going to want to start to increase in length, so we're maintaining all the length we're seeing on the other side. So at this point, I am going to start to over-direct to my previous section. And when we over-direct to our previous section, we're actually bringing our section back to our guide, so we get a slow build up in length. So continuing with my diagonal back section. So you can see as we start moving along further through the hair, we're starting to take off less and less because we are getting that slow build up. So 90 degrees up from the head. And we're at a 45. And now I've run out of hair in that corner. So it's really getting that layering to blend in. And we're going to follow through until we run out of hair. Now we've released Cleo's top section, and we are going to start our side parts about where we have this disconnected area. So starting off, I'm going to section the hair front to back. So putting my comb on the top to find where the high point of the head is and sectioning off the front to the back. My sections back here are going to be pivoting around the back. And I'm going to start on the shorter side. With my first pivoting section, I'm going to be taking some of the hair from my first section right here, blending that in and having that increase in length. And this is going to be a stationary guide because I want to get that build up in length again to leave the length on this side, but means more tucked over here. So I'm going to keep pivoting my sections and bringing this back to a stationary guide. So even though we are blended right here, we are going to start to get a little bit of a disconnect. When you are doing a stationary guide, you will get a good handful of hair. So you will be combing quite a bit because you want to make sure that there's no bumps, that you get the hair all combed really nice and smooth. Okay, so we're going to start to incorporate into the front section now. So where I started on my side is now going to become my guide for the front. So I'm going to do a parallel section across the front. And I can see my guide right here. So I'm bringing the hair to my guide and I'm cutting from short to long. So we're maintaining all of our length over on our heavy side. And because I am still wanting to get a slow build up in length, I am going to be over directing this to my previous section. Not as stationary like we did over here, but back to the previous so to get a slower build up in weight. The base of the cut done. A lot of this cut I want to do very visual with breaking it up and customizing it for Cleo. So at this point I'm going to get her styled and we'll do the remaining of the cut dry. I'm going to start with a pump of the Gold Belt Elixir. I really want to see some shine in her hair. So working this through everywhere. Alright, after the elixir I'm going to use some of the Legume Jam. Just about an M&M size amount of that, and work this everywhere in my hands and through her hair. So this is a great product for cold and also doing well for volume. Alright, blow dryer, I'm always wanting to use the director on the end so that way I can control where the airflow is going on my hair. Cleo's haircut before we go in and start to customize it. It's still a pretty solid shape, so we want to see a lot more movement. So I'm going to start my custom work back pretty much with how I started my cut. So I'm going to start on my shorter section right here with scissor over comb just to get this much more velvety and smooth looking. So I'm going to start to chip into our disconnected area that we left here with walking my scissors down, so we're keeping some of that length and just really lightening it up so it's not as solid. So breaking up the solidness of what we're seeing on top with some heavy point cutting. So essentially I'm going back through and breaking everything up, same section